Do I make you Randy?
I need to feel free to party with a bunch of strangers whenever I feel like it.
I want to be formal, but I'm here to party too.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
All right, folks, welcome to another episode of the greatest movie podcast known to man. Three men in a movie. We got Andrew, we got Tone, and we got myself. Now, folks, what we do, I have never really done this. I've never described what we do. So every single week, we go to a movie, all three of us. We all live in three different cities, but we still go to that same movie. We break it down, really getting in depth of it, and really, talk about it as if we were, I don't know, three men at a bar just talking about a movie. We're not going to go too far in depth about it, but we will break it down as best we possibly can. Not get too serious, but make it a little fun, make it a little cheery, I guess, if you want to call it that. So, folks, this is the best movie podcast known to man, as I always say. So,
True.
Like I said, this week we've got Disclosure Day. Now, I know there was a lot of hype coming around this movie, and it was one of those things where you see Steven Spielberg, you see aliens, okay. Let's get the engines rolling. Let's get the wheels turning. Our man's back, right? Stevie S. Let's go.
What was the last movie he did? Was it West Side Story?
Fablemans? Or West Side Story?
Oh,
yeah,
it was Fablemans.
That's
it was
right.
Fablemans.
That's
it was
right.
Fablemans. Yeah.
Yep. So, he's not one of those guys that goes every single year going to crank out a movie, but when he does, it should be pure gold, and I say should be. Because I think we're going to get into this movie right now. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Full disclosure day.
Yeah, full disclosure.
Yeah. This is what it is. This is what it is. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'll start us off, and I know that you guys
We're going to do no spoilers.
more technical.
No spoilers.
Yeah, no spoilers.
And then we'll get in.
No spoilers in the beginning. Yeah, probably should be yell that disclaimer too. We don't usually do spoilers at the beginning, folks. So if you're looking for,
Have
hey,
you watched the
let's
last
break
few
down this scene or
episodes that we've done? Sometimes I feel like we go like right to it, and I'm like, oh shit.
Because you kind of have to. You kind of have to. Now this one,
yeah.
hey, it's. I wouldn't say there is spoilers, but it's nothing like it's coming off the wall where it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that. But
Initial
at the same
thoughts,
time,
what was it?
Maybe a little.
Off the rip.
Okay. So initial thoughts, first take. It was just one of those movies that you really had to pay attention to. And you guys know me. Sometimes it's a little hard for me. Maybe it's my ADHD. I don't know what it is. But I had no problem understanding what was going on with this movie. The thing was, it just kind of dragged a little bit for me. I'm just saying. I think it could have been cut down probably. I think we always say this every single week. Oh, this movie could have been cut down 30 minutes, whatever it may be. And I really hold true to this. I think there was just like a lot of messing around and, all right, we got this. We're going to drive here. Okay, we're going to stop at here. And then we're going to stop there. And it just was one of those things where it's like, all right, let's get to the fucking, it seems like, and maybe this really isn't a spoiler, but these two people, the main characters, are trying to find each other. And it just seemed like, all right, they're here. All right, we're trying to get here. 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 And it's like, let's just fucking get there at this point.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn. And it was one of those things where it's like, all right, let's just kind of get to what we need to get to. And then then you can do whatever the fuck you want, which they did. But I'm just saying, like, there was a lot of dragging ass. And that's just from me. Like I said, I sometimes get lost in the sauce a little bit, lost in the details. But at the same time, I'm just like, this isn't contributing to anything on the higher level. It's just one of those things where it's like, what are we doing here? Like, does this really pertain to the plot point? That's just me. Andrew, take it away, because I know we went to the movie together. So, sorry, Tone.
Yeah.
Hand it off to Andrew.
Why wasn't
hand
I
it off to
there?
Andrew.
I'm kidding.
You know what? Good question.
That's true. Yeah, you should have been invited to the
Racism,
wedding.
I think it's due to racism. Because get two beers in me, guess
shit.
what? I'm bringing them up. Benjamin Netanyahu, dude. I'm bringing up the top.
Oh boy. I think ultimately I was a little disappointed in this film. I think this is what I think Tone and I talk about this a lot. That writing is very crucial to the plot of a movie, and I think this is a movie that this is what happens when you give a great director an okay script. Like, he makes a good movie. He doesn't make a fantastic movie.
Good point.
Steven Spielberg is a master of his craft. He's gonna make fantastic shots. The pacing I thought was good, not great. Like, yeah, at times it dragged, but Yeah, I think this is what happens when you give a good director an okay script. He's gonna do it to the best of his ability. Like some of those tracking shots, or even the action scenes where you had to be a part of it. Like you felt like you were with Josh O'Connor in a lot of those moments.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just ultimately like toward at the end, you're just when you go towards the end of the film and then you're just like, really? It kind of it just shows how the
Yeah.
writing is. I was like, how did they have an ending to this movie when they filmed it? Like, it just kind of felt
I was
like,
really bummed out about the end. Not
yeah,
bummed out, but I was just like, man, this is just like going on forever.
yeah.
Like,
Yep.
my God. Or sorry, continue.
No. That's totally fair. But yeah, that was my main reaction. I was just like, I was invested. I was really hyped for this movie, and I have to say, I'm Tone. I think I'm fully with you now. Whoever is just sucking the dick of these production
Yeah,
companies,
dude.
saying
Yes,
that
dude.
these movies are fantastic. I get it. We got to get people in
Let the
seats.
hate flow
We
through you,
we got to
dude.
get
Let
people
it
in
flow.
seats all we want, but we don't need to just be because I saw a TikTok. I will say this before I went to the movie, and they were like, "Oh, the Odyssey and Dune 3 are on notice because Disclosure Day just came out." And I was like,
Oh,
"Okay, let's
who
go
are
see this."
you? What are you talking
What do we,
about?
and then I saw the movie and I was like,
That's nuts.
take this guy's phone away from him. Like, what are we talking about? That guy was
Uh,
paid. He a paid actor.
Oh,
Yeah,
it could have been. I've been seeing ads on TikTok where it's like, "Hey guys, so Disclosure Day's here. Like, welcome to the biggest movie." I'm like, "Stop it with these ads, dude! Like,
yeah, no.
god
So
damn."
Every single weekend, it seems like the biggest movie this summer is coming out too.
Yeah,
The biggest
and
movie this summer.
hey,
Biggest
don't
movie
get me
this
wrong.
summer. It is.
Hey, all you reviewers out there, collaborators, get your bag. I respect it. Hell yeah, I love
1000%.
money. I would like it too, but let me be paid to talk about how I really feel. And let me tell you, I thought this movie was all right.
Hmm.
Wasn't I thought it was a poor man's Arrival, and it was like a poor man's Arrival mixed with Race to Witch Mountain, that movie starring Dwayne the Rock Johnson with Anna Sophia Robb and
Oh yeah.
other guy. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. You can throw a bit of Stephen King's Dreamcatcher in there if you really want to. If you're feeling a little nasty.
Yeah, no,
I'm
it's
always
I
feeling
mean,
a little
because
nasty.
you have like the twins with powers type deal, and so yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. I get where you're seeing that.
Yeah, it was just like I'll say the performances in the movie are really good. Like
Yes.
everyone's at the top. Josh O'Connor's good. Colin Firth is great. Coleman Domingo, I swear to God, you could put him in anything, and I'm just
Hmm.
like, he's so good in the movie. Uh, where it lost me was, we'll get to it in spoilers, but I felt like, I don't know, there was no repercussions almost to a certain degree, or if there was, they'd just be like, oh, well, on to the next thing,
They're gonna get out of
Hmm.
and then
this.
on to the
Yeah,
next
they're
thing.
gonna get out
It
of
was just
this.
a lot of, if you want to do a road trip movie where you're going from point A to point B, you totally can, but it was just a lot of just that boring. And then it was just always, oh, I have to pivot to right here, I have to pivot to over here. And it just, I kept losing. I thought the pacing was a little wonky. Like the first act of the movie, really strong, really solid. I was into
Hmm.
it. I was like, oh shit, what's the thing that he took? What the fuck is that? Whatever that thing is. Uh, and then the middle lost me a little bit just because I was
That's
like,
where I'm
oh my
sitting.
God, this is just like the middle part of like act two is just dragging for me. And I was like, oh my God, just a lot of just still more driving. Still more. I just feel like
Yep.
I understand these things now and I don't I'm like, dude, I'm like, I'm like, I get it. We've already talked about this plenty of times before. Let's not keep rehashing the same thing. The third act I really liked, but the last maybe 20 minutes of that movie, so just so long. There's clips being shown that I was like, yo, you could cut out half of these clips.
Yep.
And then the ending, I wish there's a line that's given, and I
Hmm.
wish it would have just kind of cut to black before they even spoke.
Mm.
I would have been like, wow, what was said instead of, I don't know if it's even a spoiler, but I'll save it just in case. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was just okay. Again, just a Spielberg is one of the best directors of all time. Don't get me
Yes.
wrong. I love a lot of his movies. He's always been really, really good. This one I thought I was kind of hoping, a little part of me was thinking this was a like a loose sequel or a spiritual like successor or whatever to Close Encounters of the Third Kind, like one of his early movies about aliens, which I love. Like, love that movie. I thought they kind of showed it in the trailer with like the colorful ship. I was like, oh, that'd be sick if this ties into that. It didn't. It just didn't. And I don't know.
I was gonna
There's a lot.
say, dude, you can bring up a good point too, because I was thinking this too. This is one of those movies where, you see a trailer and it's 2.5 minutes long or whatever the hell it is, and then you're like, I just saw the whole movie. Like, I already know what the fuck's gonna happen. Point A, point B, point C. Like, I get what's gonna happen. This one where you see the trailer and you're like, I don't know what the fuck is about. That's all about. I know there's gonna be aliens. I know she has a stroke on TV essentially, and
Yeah, she
that's
goes on
about
TV.
it.
She's like, "Gong, baka, dong, ka, dang, ka, dang, nookie, 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 puka, puka, the cookie." That would be
And then
sick.
Kid Rock just comes in and steals the mic and then just does the weather report.
Oh God,
But
big news heavy movie. Did not expect that
Oh,
at all.
dude, do we want to get into all the news scenes, seeing how all of us have worked in news?
Yeah, I was gonna say we all
We gotta do it.
we all work. Some of us still working in news, some that don't anymore, or just have close relationship to news. We're all in that industry. I thought it was hilarious.
oh
Yeah,
my
before we go
God,
into
yes.
because I'm like, this is like it's hard to talk about it again, just like with all movies. Without again, I thought pacing was bad. You could do a point A to point B movie. It just lost a little bit in the middle act for me. It was a little too long. They're really hammering you over your head of just like all the shit. And also I can't, and it just felt like repetitive of like, oh, here's the guy with the fisherman beanie back again, and he's gonna come take us to a hotel or something, and then leave again, do the same thing again. I was like over and over, and I was like, God damn it. And again, no repercussions to me. I don't know. I was let down, but not in a way that I was like, oh my God. I was hoping it'd be like, holy shit, original sci-fi Spielberg is back.
Yeah.
I thought it was just fine. And I think it was, I'm looking at the thing from Variety reporting, $150 million to produce, 80 million to market. And the movie needs to generate around roughly like 300 million globally. And I think in America or North America, it has made about 92.9 million. So
It's pretty good.
the movie I think will make its budget back. Again, it's a Spielberg movie. Everyone goes nuts for Steven Spielberg.
It's always gonna do it, dude. He's always gonna get that money back, no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's just an asinine, just $400 million type movie, but he doesn't do that shit.
No.
Doesn't do the
No.
superhero type shit where it's like we got to put in this amount of money to get all this shit.
Yeah, and
So-
so I'm like, it collected 48.9 million in its international box office debut. So I think they're talking about on Thursday, I believe. Because if it really only made that much money, let's say for the whole weekend, that would be rough.
Yeah.
So, oh man, no, never mind. It is. It's a yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, domestic opening 44 million, international gross 49 million. So it's only made about 93 million so far.
Yeah, it's probably
Not-
barely gonna make its money back, I would assume.
Probably. But again, I think I don't know. Do you recommend to people to go watch it in theaters, like on a big screen? I liked I'll say some of the action set pieces.
Oh yeah.
Kicked ass. That car
Yeah.
chase scene ruled.
Oh,
The
yeah.
train sequence also ruled. Really like those. But I mean, other than that, it's not a big like action heavy. It's not like so spectacle like I thought it would be. Like it kind of gets to that, but not fully.
That's like towards the end, honestly, when they're holding that thing
Yeah.
together, and it's just that's when it's like, all right, this is when it's gonna kick in and understand what the hell's going on here.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But let me tell you something. We talked about the news, right? Let me tell you something. Now we're gonna get into it. All right, so for the people that don't know, right? I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna
Are we
say
going to
this,
spoilers
right?
now?
No, just I'm talking about the news,
Okay.
the newsroom
Okay.
and
Okay.
situation,
Sorry.
right? So
Yes.
for those of you who don't work in news, let's just say you pick whatever, you watch a sports movie, you're like, that's unrealistic, that's never gonna happen, type shit. That was us for this movie with the news. You work in a certain
Yeah.
industry where you know that shit's not gonna happen. You're gonna get a little pissed. You're not gonna get pissed, but you're gonna get a little frustrated, folks. Let me tell you something. It's more realistic to see real life aliens than to see what the fuck we saw in those newsrooms and in that studio.
Oh, facts. That was
Yeah,
insane.
you're right. You're telling me the
saying
director
that.
was making calls like that? Oh yeah, I'll just call New York and really get them on the phone. I'm like, oh yeah, it's just that easy, huh? It's really just that
Yeah,
easy.
and Kansas City. And Kansas City's what, top 20 market? It's
I
got
gotta
to
look
be
that.
20,
I
at
gotta
least
look
top
that up.
20,
Yeah, Tone, look that
25.
up.
Yep.
I work.
Because like
yeah, that's crazy.
we work, so I say we, but we've got top 19 here in Sacramento. I've worked at stations in Market 14 in Minneapolis, and I can promise you this much.
33.
You ain't gonna have
Kansas
a
City's
weather
33.
Oh my God, now
That's
it's even worse.
crazy.
You're
Yeah,
not,
I'm
you're
sitting
not
here.
gonna have oh my God, dude, right? I was
Yeah,
looking at you. I was side-eyeing you. I'm like, this is bullshit. And people are
dude.
like, why are they getting so frustrated? No, it's that unrealistic. It's that unrealistic.
Yeah. I
I'm just
saw it
saying.
with my coworker Cody, and we're all like, dude, this is hilarious.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
absolutely
oh,
insane.
it was when it's like, oh, for our small news station, it was like, oh, we have channels like 1 through like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I'm like, yeah, we got 2. We got A and B. So you better hope to God. I'm like, we could play 2 of these videos. Maybe.
Facts.
Maybe. Like,
As
there's
someone
no
who works
way.
in top 12, like I'll sell flex. I think I work at one of the top 20 stations in
You
America.
do.
Yeah, King
King,
5,
King.
Seattle. Yeah,
Shout
no,
out.
it was absolutely insane. There was like 20 people in the studio at one point, and I was like, that's just not even close. Like that, you have the executive producer running around. Or like, no, they're fucking all the way over there. There's maybe 3 people in the studio at one time. It's literally the news anchors, the weather people, and maybe one camera guy. And that one camera guy is running around trying to
Sweat
set those
ass.
up. And then I don't know, the thing that kind of pissed me off the most was like I don't work network. Obviously, they were in Kansas City, a smaller market, but like, oh, I have a PA that's gonna take my keys when I show up to
Oh,
the studio
yeah.
late, or I have someone
Let
doing
me
my
tell
makeup.
you, you throw your keys at me to go park your car like valet, I'm stealing it. I'm running it into a fucking tree. Who do you think you are?
But
No,
yeah,
on that scene though,
it was
too,
wild.
think about this. You have a meteorologist. Hey, you
Mhm.
have 3 minutes. Bitch, she would have already been there 2.5 hours ago. I'm not even a meteorologist, but I know they have to build the graphics. They have
Yep.
to look at the weather report. They have
Mhm.
I'm not even a meteorologist, so I'm just throwing out terms that probably aren't even right.
No,
But you
you're
have to
spot
build
on.
the graphics. You have to do all that shit. And she's like, nope, I'm just going to come rolling in. I'm late. And I'm going to walk in and
Yeah.
just do
3
my
minutes
thing.
before
Even
your
if she wouldn't
hit's
have
on,
got,
I'm like, no.
Yeah. Guess
you'd
what?
have been fired immediately. Who gives a
Yeah.
fuck?
No, it was
No,
it was
that ain't
insane.
happening.
And then doing makeup, I was like,
Unless
oh, you have a on person
Oh,
makeup, and I was
Yeah,
like,
you have people that do that for you.
were you?
Yeah, really? And dude, that was the most chaotic new set that I've ever seen. I'm like, everyone's just out willy-nilly publicly like that. Everyone's just talking to like, hey, what are you doing here? Those anchors are literally talking.
Yeah, you're in a
You're gonna
room full of
talk?
microphones.
Yeah. What? And he's like, oh, what are you doing? You're showing up a little bit. I'm like, you can't talk that loud, dude. We're live. Like, what are you
yes.
saying?
The tally light's on, big dog. Come on now.
Yeah, it was that was hilarious. I'm like, oh yeah, just call these major news networks. They're gonna pick us up like immediately. Really?
Market
They aren't.
33.
I will say that is
I'm
something like if you're
155, dog. So what's up? Holla at your boy. Peace up, big town.
facts. I will say that is something that you can definitely do. Like I've been on calls with New York and just been they're like, yeah, we need your feed now, and I'm like, okay, and I route it in, and
Mm,
that's all fine. So like. While there was like that craziness of like a newsroom and you're just like that's not real and that for
yeah.
people like us that took us out of it there are some stuff like towards the end that I thought that they did do right and they even said
Yeah.
one of the websites that we
Ross.
use
They
Skype.
brought up Ross and a bunch of other like technology like that we've all used. So I was like, oh
Yeah.
sweet. I'm
So
like, oh,
yeah,
that's fun.
they got some stuff right, and then I thought it was cool because like I'm at an NBC station up here in Seattle, and then they're using NBC stuff. They were an NBC station, and so it was
Mm,
all the tech like terminology was weirdly accurate. So that brought
oh.
me back into it.
Mm.
But yeah, just the amount of people running around the newsroom. I was like, this is a like Tone's at a top 30 market 33 out of a 200, and it's like that's just
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
No,
No, it ain't gonna happen.
it was I thought it was funny because I was like, I did not think this movie was gonna go that hot and heavy with like news.
Yes,
If I'm gonna be
totally.
honest. I was not expecting that a little bit.
But to be fair,
Well, I
I
was
like
talking to Andrew about this. I was gonna say, like, we were talking about this after the movie. I'm like, there's gotta be some weird connection with Spielberg or someone on the production side where they have a connection at that station. Because that's just a random ass. Like, I didn't get that. You're trying to be in the heart of America, all this bullshit. Like Kansas City, it's kind of, flyover states, whatever. But still,
Mhm.
like to have that much focus on that single news station. Like there's got to be some weird connection. And I know we probably could have looked into it, whatever, but like it was just odd to pick that because you could have done Chicago, a big market 3 or
Yeah.
market 4, whatever it may be. Even all right, everyone's gonna hate when I say this.
Oh,
Even Minneapolis, higher market.
there
No
it
one
is.
thinks about Minnesota. See there, you can
There
throw
it
it
is.
in
And
there.
it's back.
You
And
always
it's
got to
back
throw it
again.
in. Is it even St. Louis? St. Louis, I think, is a higher market than Kansas City. So it's like there's got to be some. I want to know what would the why'd you pick that fucking station? Because Kansas City probably has 4, and it's just like, why did you pick that? That's why I want to. I want to fucking know.
they
Yeah,
said
dude,
those call letters
why
so
not
many
Northern
times.
California?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
why not? I don't know. Just crazy,
You
crazy.
guys got aliens up there, dude. You guys got Bigfoot.
But
Telling
shoot,
you,
we have
he's
the
out
the,
there.
the 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 Lumen or whatever the fuck that's in an hour away from here, like Mount Shasta.
You got aliens there?
like cave dwellers, yeah.
Yeah,
That is like a
so,
weird myth in Northern
yeah.
California.
Is it real though? Do we know if it's real?
The truth
Can
is
we
out
figure
there,
out if it's
If you
real?
if you
and the
believe,
truth is, my wiener's small. Uh,
well, so do we want to just move on to the actual movie? Because like that's something. This is I think we ran it about news enough because like that's something that only
yeah,
took us out of it. I'm sure anyone else,
Yeah.
like a normal average
yeah.
viewer, is
Where's
gonna
their
be like,
news
"Oh,
director?
yeah, where's the news director?"
Yeah, they're just like, no,
There's
it's
like
making call.
totally
I'm like, yeah,
that's what it takes to produce live TV, and you're just like that is not what it takes. But
nope.
it still, while that took us out, it's not going to take the average
I
viewer out.
appreciated it. I thought
It
it
was
was
cool,
really
yeah.
cool. I was like, wow, in a Spielberg movie,
Yeah.
that's cool.
But if we get him on, I'm just gonna roast him. Say those newsroom
Oh.
sequences were fucking bullshit, and you know that. Don't you look at me in the face, Mr. CBS, and lie to my
Oh.
face.
Yeah, I'm just
Oh,
going to
he'll say
download
to-
300 gigabytes of videos in about 2 minutes. I was
That's
like,
what
you're
I
an
thought was
insane.
crazy. I was like, yo, let me tell you, getting that shit into our system here, that would have taken at least 2 days and it would have crashed and nothing would have went through. There'd be files corrupted. It would be just replays of other stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. No way. No way.
Oh shit!
But that's how we pick
But
up
do
the
we want to
feed.
start to get into spoilers?
Yeah, let's
We want
just
to get into
yeah.
this now.
let's rip
Let's
off the
just
Band-Aid.
rip it off.
Yeah, I thought
Spoilers,
again.
spoilers, spoilers,
Spoilers,
spoilers.
spoilers, spoilers. I thought the movie was okay.
Spoilers.
It was just okay.
was
Not
okay.
bad, but just okay.
Am I gonna watch it again?
I would watch it with
Probably not.
like my dad.
Yeah, if my dad wanted to go see it, I'd be like, okay, let's go see it.
Yeah, I'd watch it with my
Okay.
dad. But by myself, probably not.
So one and done. One
Yeah,
of those movies.
again, not a bad movie by any means. Just like it's not something
Seen it,
I'll be
saw
thinking
it.
about and
Love it.
that I'll be sticking in my head for a
Mhm.
while. I'm just like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah, that was it.
1000%.
Yeah, but entertaining
So-
movie. I'm glad I watched it in theaters. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, the
So,
sound,
like, oh, yeah.
the sound mixing, I thought was fantastic.
Yeah,
And so like
and
it's
the
immersive-
score?
yeah,
John Williams is back, baby.
facts.
God.
So if that's just enough to go watch it in the theaters, unless you have the best surround sound in your house. But yeah, go watch it in theaters. Tell us we're wrong. I would love to hear that. People love to do that.
Because
But-
I haven't, yeah. I mean, people just hate whatever the fuck I ever have to say. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I haven't really seen a lot of reviews about this movie or like anything like bad or good.
no.
Anything like it's been pretty silent. Just to add to me like,
Well, then
whoa,
we'll fucking
Disclosure
put it on the
Days in
map then.
theaters.
We're gonna put it on the fucking map then. Let's try, baby.
Yeah,
Let's
all
fucking
right.
do it.
Okay, all right. Spoilers.
So, yeah, let's just get into the thick of it because obviously going into it, like I said, the trailer, you knew there was gonna be fucking aliens, right? Like you knew there was something up with the anchor having a stroke on the TV or whatever you want to call it. That's what everyone thought she had, and she gets brought to the hospital. But like,
yeah,
I'll be honest, I didn't think there was gonna be another one. I didn't think there was gonna be two. That kind of threw me off. To
I
be a
kind of
little
knew
honest.
there'd be two, just because in the trailer
Really?
she's like, I know you, and he's like, I know you too, and I'm like, oh, okay, so there's some type of a connection. And Josh O'Connor, good actor, good looking guy, but he does has some alien features. He's got the ears. So I was like, you know what? If it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
The one thing that kind of took me out is sadly I think every single like the best shots of the movie were in the trailer.
Oh yeah.
That's what I fucking hate trailers. I loved like when the Avengers only used cut scenes that like wasn't going to spoil the movie for their trailers. It's just like if you just tell me, hey, Steven Spielberg in like plain text on a TV and it says Steven Spielberg alien movie for 10 seconds, I'm gonna go see it. So I don't like for them to just come in and just be like, we're gonna make about 7 different trailers and we're gonna show you every cool scene in the movie. You're not gonna know what's really happening, but eventually you're gonna be like, oh, this cool scene hasn't happened yet. This cool scene hasn't happened yet. Where's that little girl from the trailer? You're just gonna be like that because that's kind of what I was doing the whole time. I was like, oh, here's the car scene where
I was then putting two and
house.
two together when it was like, oh, where's the little girl? I was like, the little girl's probably Emily Blunt, and it's probably a flashback, and it's probably all this stuff, and it was.
Yeah. So yeah, once you're halfway through the movie, you kind of see through all that stuff, and I blame trailers, and I understand like Steven Spielberg's not making the trailers, and they have to market it, but like when you have that big of a name, you don't got to do much to get people in seats. Yeah. It's crazy.
So with this movie too, I was gonna say, do you want to just fucking rip into it? Like, all right, should we just say it?
I like
who the aliens are?
Your mama?
'Cause I feel like and your daddy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying right now. But Josh O'Connor, alien, if you haven't picked that up from us, and obviously
they're not aliens.
Whatever,
They're
the portal people, whatever you
they're
think.
the passengers.
Portal people.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah, passengers.
I like portal people better.
Do you think they would have called the movie Passengers if that Chris Pratt Jennifer Lawrence movie didn't come out like 10 years ago? Do you think
no, that would have given away the whole twist that you find out in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say whole twist. I guess kind of the twist was like. We'll kind of go through it. Like, yeah, some fucking bloke steals a thing of equipment. The FBI or whatever government factions after him, kidnap his girlfriend. Hey, give me the thing. No, I gotta go here. Coleman Domingo's my guy in the chair. Yeah. They're part of the same government entity, but they were like, hey, we don't like what you're doing to the aliens by torturing them and doing all this weird shit. We need to reveal the truth, get it out there in the world. They're trying to stop them. Again, Emily Blunt has a stroke. Yeah, Colin Firth is like part of that. Emily Blunt has a stroke. Turns out she had a little bit of alien, whatever. Then they're trying to get Coleman Domingo's trying to get fucking Josh O'Connor and Emily Blunt to like meet or get to one another. He doesn't say that outright, but he's like, "Oh, you got to get to us," and then finds out about her. And then a whole setup of just like, "Oh, you guys got to meet up and do this." And god damn it, I was getting upset. I'm gonna go with my spoiler where Colin Firth then can like jump in the minds of people. Cool idea. Very cool idea. I liked it. Where I was having a struggle was after she was about to fucking knife him in the car. He's like, oh, don't worry. It's okay. She's like, oh, you have to tie me up in the hotel. Still gets mind control, sees the whole thing again. I'm like, yeah, why didn't you blindfold her or leave her back at the thing? I don't know. Guess what? I know you love her. I know you do. But there's a bigger thing at stake here. You're trying to get the truth out there. These people are trying to kill you. Like, come on.
No, it was wild. It was like after it's one of those plot points where you're just like, just make a normal fucking decision. If Colin Firth can jump into her mind and he can see where you're at and then basically find you, and that's how all of the plot points happen. Just ditch her. Like you can just be by yourself for like 24 hours. She already. Like, and then it gets brought back. So basically, Josh O'Connor's girlfriend at one point was a nun, which is how they bring religion into the movie, and we can get into that in a second. But because aliens and religion, you gotta talk about it. But no, so it was so crazy because eventually they're on the run. They're trying to get away from this government agency, like Tun said, and he can jump into her mind. And then he lets her go. Eventually, after twice of screwing them over, he lets her go, and she's safe the whole movie. And it's like, why didn't you just do that after the first time? Because the next time you see her after she runs into the forest is when she comes in at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah, like she's like in a diner, and she's like calling the nun again. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I would understand if Colin Firth is like, oh, she died. You're like, oh, okay, doesn't want to try again.
But it's
But
like they have this special alien artifact that helps them do whatever they really need to do. There's no one thing that it does, which is also a little bit of a plot point, but it's just like, oh,
yeah,
Josh O'Connor doesn't have it. And he was with this girl, and I can jump into her mind, but I'm not going to do that again. And if he doesn't have it, there's no way she has it. And it was just like, what are we doing? Like, you could have easily jumped
yeah.
into her mind a third time and just walked her ass straight to you. What are we doing?
Yeah.
Well, the best was, what if he would have blindfolded her and he comes in and he sees her eyes and then it's just dark? The guy probably would have fucking lost it. Could you imagine? I think that would have been hilarious.
Oh, that would have been good.
It would have been even cooler though if he I don't know, like used other senses. Like, okay, I'm like they can only be in this smell and hearing, and you're like, oh, they can only be. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Is that brownies? Oh yeah, I've been to that pie shop before. Is that ass? Is that,
oh boy.
What did he? Where did he?
I just really wanted to know what it'd be like to have sex with Josh O'Connor.
Yeah.
Really wanted to know. He saw Challengers and he's like, "Give me a bite."
Shit.
Give me a bite.
Hey,
sorry, I derailed that.
No,
comment.
you're good. But yeah. What else were we talking about? Emily Blunt, I thought, yeah, as we said earlier, she killed it in her performance. I mean, you find out later that she was probed and she was given these abilities that the aliens didn't want to trigger until 25 years down the line, I guess. She was
that felt like
Soviet
a
spy.
really very specific time. They're like, "Oh, we're gonna do it now."
Yeah,
why?
It's time for disclosure. We've been in hiding for way too long. They didn't say any of this, but
yeah.
Oh, go
ahead.
I was gonna say, so my question is, so did she subconsciously remember that she got dragged into that Hansel and Gretel house, or did she just keep pushing that in the back of her memory? Because at the same time, I'm like, if you remember that subconsciously, and then all of a sudden you're speaking Russian, and then you're jabberjaying with all these people and know all this information about them, like how do you not think like, all right, wow, I'm not saying you know how to do this, but at the same time, like why is this happening to me? Probably should be like, all right, maybe it's because when I was 10 years old, I literally had aliens' fingers, which seemed gross.
That was the thing. It was like
way.
blocked out because it was like, oh, I don't remember that part of my childhood, or I have trauma or something where it was like,
oh yeah, it was like before 10
Same
years
thing with
old.
Josh O'Connor when he's like, yeah, that happened to me in college. He's like, and I don't remember some parts of my childhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because he was saying he saw for both of them. He's like, yeah, I saw like a pack of animals or whatever, and then it fucking kicked on that onset of like whatever it is with here. You can understand numbers, which is their language or something.
Yeah,
and then for her, it was staring at the bird. Is when then it activated whatever the hell she had of like, oh, I can like read people's minds and make people. What was the thing that they said? They used him so he could understand the aliens or them, and they used her so the aliens can understand people.
Correct. Yeah.
I was like, oh, exactly. Okay. I was like, the one thing I didn't like at first, I was into it is when Emily Blunt just like makes her way into this facility, gets Josh O'Connor, like, oh yeah, I'll just get him out. It was at first, I was like, okay, they've done that. That was the thing with the agency that I didn't like. They just kept letting him go, or it was like, oh, there's really not a whole lot like going on. The car chasing was the only time I was like, oh shit, like something's happening. Every other time they're like, let him go, guns down, let him go.
Well, the thing,
don't follow them.
Even with the car chase scene, that was the one that took me the most out of it, because if you think about it, so the movie starts out and he has this artifact and he has all the files of data that he wants to release of the videos, right? And then he has the artifact in his hands and they can't shoot him because they don't know what it's going to do. Like they could all die, right? And then it's assumed that he always has that on his person. And then in the car chase scene, they're like, you know what? Fuck it. He's in a car. Let's just shoot his ass. And then later on, she still has the artifact, and then she just walks into a military installation. And you're like, okay, so can they shoot at her? Can they not? And then it's just like, no, I can make you see your family. You're like a past relative, and you're not going to touch me because you're so stunned that you're now talking to a dead relative or something, and I'm just going to walk. That was the thing that took me out. I was just like, it was so easy for them to get out of any situation because they had these either gifts or magic abilities, which is fair. Like they have these
He did.
powers.
He didn't. His power meant literally nothing. If
Oh
he
yeah.
had one, it was literally just to like understand what she was saying.
A translator.
Or what
That's
the
all it
aliens
was
are
a
saying.
translator.
Yeah, it was just a translator. So I'm
Mhm.
like, wow, not that big of a. I guess he's good at math or hacking.
Mhm.
Didn't see that a whole lot. So I'm like, I'll just take your word for it, I guess.
But
Exactly.
honestly, if you're gonna take someone and keep him captive, it's gonna be him, because like he's about to just
I mean, he was
uncork
in
all these
prison.
files.
He was
Yeah.
in prison
So
in the
like,
beginning. They're like, oh, they got me out because of my record, and then they recruited me at this black op facility because I was. I was
but if
like,
that's what
okay.
you're worried about, if that's what you're worried about is the files getting released, then that's your main priority. Fuck this lady that literally can understand the language, or do what or speak the language, excuse me.
Yeah, do
and
some real
then
good. Release
just
the Epstein files. You know, all these files, dude. Just fucking, you can hack your way into doing that one, huh?
Oh,
No one was
dude,
going
you
to
can hack
chase you
into
over
anything.
that.
That's true.
Yeah, see, there you go. Just release it. Just do it.
Yep. Hey,
Hey, it might be the sequel. Could be the sequel. Hey, don't reveal Hollywood secrets too soon, baby. Come on now. But that's who that's who you want though. So just keep his ass captive. She can go back doing whatever the fuck she wants to do. Like there's no repercussions to what her actions have. It's his ass that they wanted, and then it was just like like you guys said. All right, cool. I'm someone's parent or whatever. All right, I'm stunned with her, but this fucker's still gonna release the files. It doesn't matter. So it's just like, and should we just get to the? I don't know if we just want to get to the ending. That's
the
where I got.
ending
That's where
is-
I got pissed.
Yeah, I was very
Yeah,
frustrated.
That's where I got.
I'm
fucking
gonna get a
pissed,
little
dude.
bit more frustrated on that little security, whatever, where she's just showing the
Sorry,
relatives.
sorry.
Yeah.
It went
Yes.
on for too long. At first, I was like, "Oh, okay, that's a good idea," and then it kept going. And for a minute, I was like, "Is she gonna do this for every single person?"
Yeah,
like in this
same.
thing, because it was just going on for so long. I was like, "Dude, no way." Thankfully, it didn't. But I was like, went on a little too long, and it's so weird again because they're all just like, "Yeah, let her drive," and then fucking what's his butt goes into the security thing, gets a gun, gets a thing of car keys. He's like, "Fine, I'll go chase." I'm like, "What are the rest of you people doing?"
Yeah, that was great. It was great.
That
It was like,
Bert
do your
didn't see the
job.
relatives.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was like you had to look her in the eyes.
Mhm.
I guess is what it was.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I know a lot of those people weren't looking her in the eyes, so they could just be like, "What the fuck? Let's get her." I don't know.
Mount up.
Yeah, it was like two people, and then like they went at him one at a time, and then she was just like, almost. And then
Yeah.
that was it.
And then, dude, getting towards the end, it was again no repercussions. I thought it was leading into something. That's what was pissing me off. Was that Colin Firth kept doing the thing where he's like jumping into people's minds, like whatever. Did it to Coleman Domingo. He sees the other workers doing the whatever. And then he starts getting sick because when he tries to like go down, he's like, and he's like feeling weak. I was like, oh shit, it's like killing him.
Mhm.
And then they just kind of like forget about that
Yeah.
a little bit later. Like towards the
yeah.
end, they're like, oh yeah, just nothing at all. And again, these people are trying to kill you. They go through the thing, they go in their mind palace or whatever. They build her childhood home to recreate like that thing of like to understand more of like what happened.
Mhm.
They were abducted by aliens who came as animals, so it looks more peaceful. That was a sick shot of when it was the deer, and then it switched, and then it was the alien. I thought that
Yeah.
was a sick shot.
But again,
Also,
that
like,
was in
car
the
chase
trailer.
thing where it was the one shot. Oh, was it in the trailer?
The one of the last trailers before this movie came out was the shot of the deer and then the swooping shot of like the eyes, and then it transforms into the alien. I saw that before I
Glad
saw
I
the
didn't see
movie.
that trailer.
Yeah,
Glad I
I was
didn't see
pi-
that trailer. Then.
I was pissed. It was on. I mean, we work in. I mean, Tony, you and me still work in TV. I see so many trailers. It's like you can't avoid
Yeah.
it. Like I have to look at the screen, and it's just
It's
like
tough.
you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that damn. I was like, that was a cool shot. I thought
Mhm.
that one was sweet. But yeah, they were like, oh, here's your abilities. They kidnapped the girl. They kidnapped Josh O'Connor.
Mhm.
Whatever. But then they're like, oh shit, Colin Firth and the gang is here. And they go invisible. I'm like, okay, so she just has now this ability, I suppose.
Well, they hinted at
just
the
going in their mind.
invisibility. They hinted at it. Remember when the guy picked it up after Colin Firth, at the beginning of the movie, he picked it up
I
after
was
he dropped it,
wondering.
and he went
'Cause I was
invisible
like,
and then
dude,
passed out.
It was like what, the One Ring from Lord of the Rings? I was
Yeah,
like,
it
so you
was.
just going to the Shadow Realm? Like, what the fuck is this? Because he just came back, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I guess there's really not that much of a harm to pick it up. I guess because they're like,
Yeah.
oh, you're gonna kill everyone, and it's just like, oh no, you just go into the void, I
Disappear.
guess, for like a minute. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
I want to know what
but,
the fuck that looks like, though. Like, where did that? Yeah, wherever that guy went, what does it look like?
No, he was just
looked
invisible.
like he was just invisible.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
because
all right. I thought
they
it
were
was
just
something cooler.
they just
Fuck
used it
that.
to
Then.
hint at Emily Blunt doing it later in the movie.
And then again, when they're like,
Oh,
"Oh,
that's right.
let's
That's
just,"
right. That's right. That's right.
I thought it was fun when they were crashing through the house, falling through.
Hmm.
I was like, okay, that's a little funny. Like that's like the Steven Spielberg like slapstick thing, which I always enjoy.
Hmm.
But then they're like, "Oh, we're gonna move him out of the way." I'm like, "Run these motherfuckers over in this fire truck. They're trying to kill you and trying to stop you.
Hmm.
Get them.
But on the
Just
flip
get them."
side,
But it
if
was
I'm Colin
empathy.
Firth, just
Empathy
start
is the thing
unloading.
of the world.
Hmm.
That's true. But empathy is the thing that's going to save the world. And they only
Yeah,
said that like 14 different
that's what
times. I'll
aliens don't
say,
have.
oh, I was laughing a little bit when it was the girl was talking on the phone with the nun. She's
Yeah.
like, well, is everyone going to not believe? Like, put it, and the woman's just like, on Earth. God loves all those creatures on Earth. I was like, God. I don't get me wrong. I like a little faith thing. Like Spielberg's always been known to do that. Like in Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade, like I had a little bit of the Holy Grail, which tied into like, oh, the Holy Grail is like the dad and the son reconciling after all these years and da da da.
Mhm.
Da. I'm like, okay, so there's always been like faith in all of this stuff. That's fine. It, I don't know. One thing it completely took me a minute to figure it out. I was like, World War III is like kind of going on in the
Oh, that pissed
background.
me off so
That's
much, Tone.
exactly.
That's what I was like. That's why they're doing this. They're like, well, everything's going to shit. I'm like,
They
like
did
gas prices are up.
a terrible job explaining that World War III was about to start. I was like at one point in the film, everyone's on the run. You got Josh O'Connor in a different spot, you got Emily Blunt in a different spot, and they're trying to meet,
Yeah.
right? And Emily Blunt's with her boyfriend, Wyatt Russell, who I thought was great as like the comic relief.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
really good
he was
Didn't know
performance.
he was gonna be in the movie. So
I didn't
that was
either.
a surprise.
I was very surprised by that, but yeah, he was great. And then at one point they're just getting gas at the gas station, and it's like the world is ending. People are ransacking this gas station, and I in my brain was like, no one knows that they have the alien secrets, and they haven't put them out yet. So what the fuck is going on? They
Yeah.
like, unless I missed it in that first news scene, because again it took me out having worked in news, and they mentioned that Korea was this thing, and like everything was
Yeah.
building up. But
And
if
Russia
that was
was doing this, and I was like, what?
yeah, but
What the
if
fuck
like
is
that if that
happening?
was the one time they mentioned it, you gotta hammer that home a little harder.
I did rewatch some clips back. They do when they're in the beginning of the movie when
Okay.
it's her at the news station. They are talking about it. It's very subliminal, but it's something you're not really paying attention to.
No.
It's just like, oh, well, looks like the war is like gonna go here, and then it's like very in little parts of the movie, which I didn't catch at first till like more so towards the or that ransack thing. I was like, oh shit, okay, so I guess that is happening, and that's why they're trying to reveal the alien secret. So it's like, oh shit, everyone, let's not do this. Let's worry about like this.
Yeah, there's
And that's
bigger.
where I took it as it's a poor man's or a great value arrival, where it's like,
Mhm.
we got to stop the conflicts of the world and like come together about the aliens. And I'm like, okay,
No,
okay, would that work?
There's
Guess
only
we'll
one way to
never
find
know.
out.
only one way to find out. We got to try and
guess.
start
Yep.
World War III.
Yeah,
and then
and
we'll
they're
see
like,
if aliens come out.
we're gonna do it by showing this government entity torturing like little children looking aliens.
Mhm.
That'll bring us all together. I'm like, I feel like that might make it worse, to be honest. So I'm like, oh, I don't know. Yeah. So I was like, okay, that's why they want to reveal, because there's fucking World War III literally about to happen. Because then there's
Yeah.
all the shit that's going on right before they get into the news stuff of like Disclosure Day. Again, thought it was hilarious that they named a fucking name drop the movie. Love
Yep.
that in every
Mhm.
single
Yep.
movie. So thought that was hilarious. But yeah, just I don't know. Just some things in this movie I thought was just a little funny.
And then, do we want to get into the ending where it
Oh,
just seems
fuck.
like so we have this entire
Oh.
movie. Everyone's on the run. They're trying to get they have this information. Eventually, Josh O'Connor and Emily Blunt get together. We talked about that. She just wanders onto a military installation, and they get off scotch-free. And the thing that kind of pissed me off too was like they were running around all of the South, and then they're like, you know where we need to be? Right back where we started.
I'm like, why didn't we stay there then?
Yeah, I was like, Coleman Domingo was in Kansas City this whole time, and he
That's-
didn't think about going to get Emily Blunt and coming and just keeping her safe. I was like, what are we
That's what I
talking
thought
about?
was crazy.
But yeah,
Especially
so
with gas prices
He's
and
like, I
everyone's
know who you
looting.
are. Yeah.
Exactly. But so then you
Because when the
have
looting starts, the shooting starts. That's just
uh,
I
but
don't
you
know why
find they
that's always
finally
in my
get back
head.
to where Emily Blunt had her stroke. They're like, "Oh, you know what the best place to uh, put out all this information is? A news
Back to where
station."
it all began.
Back to where it all
Yeah.
began. And you Colin Firth knows exactly where they're gonna go. Obviously, they're like they got to get this information out. You have this whole team of squad. They're like, okay, we're gonna take out the power, and then we're gonna take out the generator. First of all, also worked in a news station. They have a UPS, so the lights wouldn't have went off. Everything would have just stayed on, and it would
Yeah.
have connected. So that was another thing.
I was just thinking that too.
I was like the generator, like there's a power supply that helps out before the generator kicks in so that there you never lose power. So doing all that shit and going black and then coming back up wouldn't have happened. But anyways, they
And
take
that was my
out
favorite part is when it does go out and she just
yeah. They take out both power supplies and then
turning on
she's like, "You know
everything.
what I have? A magic alien device, so it doesn't even
Yeah.
matter. There's no plot points. So I'm going to turn on everything. We're going to get this newscast going." But then the whole government agency comes in. They say, "Oh, we're going to stop them." And then Colin Firth's like, "I'm just going to sit down."
That's what I was
What are we
thinking. I was like,
doing,
this is
dude? And just
insane.
giving up,
He
throwing
just
it in.
gave up. He was right there. I'm like, if anything,
He did
kill these motherfuckers. You have him right there. You're a government, whatever, just bang, bang. Done. Movie over. But he's just like, oh man. Well,
tired.
they're gonna do it anyway.
You don't even go. You don't go to jail. You're a government agency. Shoot these people.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
So
Yeah.
I don't know why he gave up. What was the reason? Because I'm like, was it the conversation he had with Coleman Domingo being like, you changed after your wife died? But even then, it didn't seem like he had that many of like
Was it?
I couldn't see it where it was like any repercussions or like anything that he like was regretting. It was just like, I'm doing it.
Was it simply because she
Straight up
had
doing
the alien device in all movie? They're like, we can't touch anyone who has that. Like, is that the
I
like? It's like they
guess.
want they
Put
want
on a fucking glove.
Yeah,
You can grab it with the glove, I guess.
Tack-
and that's
tackler?
and
I
that's
don't
what
know.
that's what did it. He was like, "Oh, I guess we lost."
we lost.
And then what was even hilarious is when the guy's like, "You're not gonna do anything," and then he's just like, "Whatever."
and then everyone
Walks out
just
the
walks
door.
away.
All the military men just walk out the door. I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, why?
I can tell you this
Absolutely why.
much. I haven't worked in military, but I can tell you this much. Just like every fucking person on earth, there's probably a psycho in that crew that would have said, all right, fine, fuck it. I'm going to take this shit over. Just like any war movie, I'm going to bomb, bomb. Like
That's
Tone
what I
said.
thought
Pop
the
him in the dome.
Yeah, that's why I thought the other guy who was chasing them before the train sequence, I was like, oh, he's gonna be the one that like pulls a gun, maybe Colin
totally.
Firth jumps in front of the bullet to be like, oh man, maybe we just need again with their whole thing with empathy and kindness or whatever. I guess that's what they're implying and what they're doing. But show me a little bit more of why we're getting that. If they would have saw the alien or some miracle would have happened, then I'd be like, oh wow, it really changed their whole perspective. But they're like, man, I'm tired.
I'm just thinking about this now. You know what? You know what would have fucked a little harder is okay. So you already knew the alien was coming, right? They showed you the truck backing into the news
Yeah.
station. Let's say that guy who has tried to kill them already. He tried to push them in front of a train. He did that. Let's say, think about this. He takes a shot. He literally takes a shot at Emily Blunt, and then the alien like stops the bullet. I would have lost my fucking mind on that. Like I don't know
yeah,
if
that
that
would've been
I don't know if that works.
Or if you want, Colin Firth, hey, little self-sacrifice. I'm gonna jump in the bullet in front of this bullet to save this alien who I've been torturing and doing wrong things about, and that switches the whole perspective. Then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, but that didn't happen.
No, everyone just gives up. They concede from nothing. Like they no one
Yeah.
said anything. No one did anything. She just
Oh.
had the device, and that
And
was
then
it.
when they're doing it with all those videos, that went on for so long, dude. I was like, holy shit, you could have taken out a bunch of these clips. Like some of them really cool. I really like the one where they're in the fighter jet and they're like, oh, what is that? And you can see the ship. I'm like, that was sick.
Yeah.
And you had to touch on Roswell, of course. And
Yeah,
like
I was like,
stuff like that.
I was like, that was cool, but it just kept going and kept going. I'll say whoever that newscaster was, I was like giving dialogue over it. Very good. Don't know who she is as an actress, but she killed it with that. But then like I liked when everyone's like watching on their phones. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, and it's stopping the war or like whatever. But it just again went on for so like I would have gotten it being like, oh, they showed all the video. Something. I don't know. Or just leave it on in the background and then they're just going to be like, oh, and then here's the alien that's showing up over here, the old guy or the one in the wheelchair or whatever.
The
And
old
then,
guy.
yeah, old guy. Just is an old alien.
He
I think it
was.
was in a
That's just
wheelchair.
the
Yeah, yeah.
crepid.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, the found footage stuff just I thought went on for a little too long. And like you can do it and do it really well. Again, Signs did it very well in that
Hmm.
movie where it was just like walking in Mexico and you're like, oh shit, that's scary. And it was used very minimal and it worked so well. It just kept going and
Hmm.
going. And I was like, oh my God, we got to cut out some of these fucking clips. Just some. I don't know.
Well,
And then getting to the end.
well, no, here's how I would have wrote the end. You guys said the bullet would have been sick if the alien would have stopped it. Fuck it. What if the psycho just pops that old alien in that dome, pops the other two in the dome, and then just rolls to credits? How about that? Then everyone's like, all right, the world is what now it's going to be a shambles and a shit show.
That would have been nuts. That
Yeah.
would have been really
Because
crazy.
then, and then on top of that, what if that's like an elder man or an elder alien that's respected in their community? Then the aliens get pissed off and then they come down. So we got World War III, but it's intergalactic. And then guess what comes into play?
Oh,
Then
Beastie
guess what?
Boys.
It's Space Force.
Oh,
So you can thank
oh.
Trump for you can thank Trump for that.
He doesn't exist in this world, I don't think. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good
That's fair.
point. Maybe not Space Force, but no, dude. It like I turned to Andrew. We walked out of the theater, and I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me!" This motherfucker
Yeah.
went through life and death. Well, not life and death, but almost
Hmm.
Yeah.
to fucking stop these people. And then he just, well, boys,
He just gave
been a
up.
day.
Yeah.
That's why I thought was crazy. And Coleman
Been
Domingo
a
just put
day.
another hand on shoulder, and then that was it. I was like, the alien was cool. I was like, oh, sweet. And then it was the weird language again. And I was like, okay, we're back to this. And then I thought it was gonna be something really good. Or again, I would have preferred it if they would have just ended her going back in front of the camera and just cut to black. I would have
Mhm.
preferred
Yeah.
that.
Instead of.
But then listen, over. And I was like, that was stupid. I didn't like that. I'm like,
Linda,
I would have just
listen.
rather nothing.
Mhm.
Linda, listen. Oh
Obama.
God.
That's what I would have said.
Yeah, I
But-
don't know. Like,
Yeah, I think the movie
and-
had good qualities, but it also just it dragged. It felt like the ending was kind of unfinished, and I think overall, I mean, no one's gonna ever doubt Steven Spielberg. It's just like he's not gonna
No.
make a perfect movie every time.
I'll watch every movie he does.
Yeah,
Truly. I
still-
have. And
You've
he
seen
can
do
do
we want
everything.
to
it.
get in the rating system?
Yeah,
we
let's
want to
do-
get in the rating system then.
yeah, let's just go
All
straight
right.
to rating.
Let's go, Andrew. You kick it off. I think we're all going to be
Ooh.
on the same page with this one.
I mean, I'm just gonna give this 3 stars. I think maybe it deserves a 2.5, but I'll give it 3 just because, like we said, the acting phenomenal, sound design and score fantastic. You had shot so well. It seemed like the
Yeah.
actual plot of the story was kind of lacking and just a little lazy at times.
Yeah, he is a master with the
Yeah.
camera. Like he
without a doubt.
fucking knows what he's doing. He's been doing it for so long. So like that's why I was like, even as I don't think it's the strongest movie, obviously, but like some of the shots that they were doing and everything, I was like, man, this is really, really good. That's what was
Yeah.
bringing me back a little bit.
So, what about you,
Oh,
Jesse?
1000%. And I was going to say, I'll probably stay with you. I mean, 3, just because it was the aura of Steven Spielberg. I think we've kind of touched on that
Yeah.
a lot in this podcast. It was the aura of Steven Spielberg. Now, the question is, if another director made this, someone that not as well known, as, a couple of movies under his belt, whatever it may be, is this movie going to have the same type of hype? Yeah, and that's a what if type situation where it's like, all right, we saw this. Are we going to be as excited? I probably not. Maybe I'm just
Yeah.
speaking for myself. Probably not. I wouldn't be as
Okay.
excited. You see Spielberg and you're going to get jacked up. So I think that kind of leads into it a little bit.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to disrespect CBS. So no, it was just one of those movies where, like Tone said before, in the middle, it just kind of was like, what the fuck are we doing here type situation.
Mhm.
And there's some movies that we've seen this year that we've been on this podcast talked about that where it's like, all right, let's kind of just pick up the pace a little bit. Let's get into it a little bit. The ending is what really fucking soured my taste, and I think Andrew, you got a taste of that when I was just walking out of the movie. I'm like, so this motherfucker just gave up. We're just gonna sit here on a chair and just, all right, boys, let them do what they gotta do. Fuck
Yeah.
it. I put all of my resources into doing this and tracking them
I thought
across
that
the
was
fucking
just
United
weird.
States.
I'm like,
Totally.
again, no repercussions, no consequences, just no nothing. Just
Mhm.
yeah.
Like at least if like someone do something with Colin Firth, or at least I don't know, maybe it comes to a realization and you can kind of see that, and maybe that's more
That's where
insinuated,
I
I
thought he
guess,
was
if you
gonna
want to say
die from
that.
using the thing so much. I was like,
Oh
oh
yeah.
shit, it's like
Yeah,
killing him. But then nope, it was just like, oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna sit down for a little bit, and it's hard for me to like get
and
back
then just
up. I'm
call
like,
it a day.
same thing for
Watch the
me, dog, from a
newscast in
meniscus.
studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it was a little frustrating, but Tone, I'll let you get to your ratings. I can jabber on about this all day long.
Again, I'm with you. I would, like Andrew said, I would do 2.5 because I just thought it was like positives outweigh the negatives, and it's
Mhm.
like okay. But I'm like, again, for the Spielberg aspect of it, it's like sci-fi. He's back to doing that, which I love. So I gave it a 3 out of 5, and then my letterbox thing says, "Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy? I mean, girl."
Yes, girl, boy, it's all the
Yeah,
same. They them
that's where I was
doesn't
like, hell
matter.
yeah, it's back.
It's back.
All
Wouldn't
right,
you like to know,
but
Weather
before we
Boy? Well,
Dude, I said that this weekend and someone looked at me at the wedding and they just did not get it. So I was like, all right, never
ooh,
mind. Sorry.
damn, damn, damn,
Thought you
damn.
got that reference? It was someone, I forgot who it was, Andrew, but I said that to someone that was our age and they just looked at me like I was an idiot,
That's
which that's
wild.
24/7. So I'm used to it. All right, now let me pose this question. Now, and maybe this is a bit of rage bait. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it, because this is in the back of my mind as we're doing the top five, and we'll get to the top five in a second, folks.
Okay.
Is Steven Spielberg the best director of all time?
Yeah, I mean,
American, yes.
American.
Oh.
Like I
Oh.
think he is. He's been doing it for so long. Again, like you can't there's just no way you're always gonna for how many movies as he has made, they're not all gonna be perfect.
No.
Oh,
No.
1000%.
Like it's same thing with Martin Scorsese, one of the
Mhm.
best directors in the world. He's made some pretty fucking boring stinkers from what I remember. So I'm like, it happens. They're all not gonna hit. They're not gonna resonate with certain people. I understand.
I think like
Yeah.
culturally, probably it's Steven Spielberg. I mean, just think about all of the
Yeah.
IP that he's made and like
Jaws,
Jaws,
Indiana
Jurassic
Jones,
Park. I
all
mean,
those.
Jurassic Park's made what, 7 movies now? Like it's just like, and it's
Jesus.
all because of
Unfortunately.
his first one. So it's just like I think if you're going based off of yeah, literally what he's done for movies, especially since he's the biggest champion of movies and the film industry. So much so that I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
he you can't technically be knighted if you're not English born, but he is like he holds the
Damn.
highest level for English. Like he can't technically be a sir because he's not British, but like he's been kind of
Damn.
knighted in that sense. So it's just like because he wants everyone to do well. He wants movies to do well. He yeah, he's the goat.
So, but what you just
Hell
said,
yeah.
American. Now, dive into that a little bit. What are we talking about
Oh,
here?
I don't. I mean, Denis on a run, unlike any other. So we, that's just how it
That's
is.
true.
He,
That's
I
true.
mean, the man can't miss right now. So, and Dune 3 comes out this year. So, and that
Yup.
man can make he may be able to make a better sci-fi movie than Steven Spielberg. I mean, we've seen Arrival.
Whoa!
Oh.
What do you think? I mean,
Oh.
Arrival,
Uh-oh.
Arrival
Uh-oh.
alone, beats this movie and probably Close Encounters. And then you have Dune Part One,
Ooh.
Two, and possibly the best sci-fi trilogy of all time. So what are we talking about?
Could. It could. I
It's it's
mean,
it's it's all personal, but I mean,
I'll
yeah,
say I like Dune more than I like this movie.
right?
Yeah, I
Um,
would hope so.
Close Encounters is tough though. I
And
really
this
like that movie a
Close
lot.
Encounters is phenomenal, but I mean, it's just like yeah, if we're just like splitting hairs, maybe it's for just sci-fi alone, not directing. But yeah, I mean, the
Okay.
world building that Denis done through a couple movies is insane.
True.
Here's another thing with Steven Spielberg. Like you guys said, there's going to be some stinkers, there's going to be some thinkers, and there's always going to be lickers, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, see, there we go. But with him, at least I don't know if dormant's the right word. That's I'm not trying to say that, but he's putting stuff out, right? Like he's still working on his craft. He's still cranking out movies. And
Yeah,
hey, for everyone, don't take this the wrong way, okay? And I get it. Avatar, great movies. Titanic, great movies. But James Cameron weren't like his last technical 5 movies. Isn't one of them in that span Titanic? And that came out in what, 1999? Like I haven't looked at James Cameron, filmography for a long time, but I think isn't it just Avatar, 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 and then like something else in that Titanic?
The
Like the
Marvel
dog.
Avengers like Infinity War and Endgame are up there. You're talking about
Okay, all
Oh, just
right.
for
you're talking
like
about movie
No, I'm
gross.
talking about like no, I'm talking about like staying to his craft. Like James Cameron, I feel like is just, hey, I'm gonna make these Avatar movies and then just mail it in, and that's it. I'm not saying he's mailing it in, but I'm getting at where we just asked at the beginning of this podcast when was Steven Spielberg's last movie? It's The Fablemans, which came out last year or 2 years ago.
Oh,
like
that was a
2 years
Like
while
ago,
James
ago.
I want to say
Cameron, let me see here.
2022.
Well,
Yeah.
if I pull up some numbers, you guys will know what I'm talking about. Like, all right. I get, like I said, Avatar, phenomenal. Get it. Love it. It is what it is, right? He
Okay.
does amazing, does whatever. All right, right here. Says James Camp. Okay, I'm deaf. Oh God. 2026,
Jesus.
Billie Eilish hit me hard and soft the tour.
Yeah, he
No,
did. He
that
did
does not
direct.
count.
He
He did
did,
direct
yeah.
that. He did direct that.
All
Dude,
right, that does not
there's no
count.
such thing as directing a fucking documentary. I don't
No.
understand it.
All right, so
I don't
take that
know.
out, right? So this is what I'm
Okay.
trying to get at. I'm not saying he's mailing it in. I'm not getting pissed off at anyone. Everyone's gonna what?
You're
Because he
getting
is a great
mad, dude.
director. But all right, here it is.
Okay.
2025 Avatar, 2022 Avatar, 2009 Avatar. Those were his last three
Hmm.
movies. From 2025 to 2009, those were only three movies.
Booked
And
too
then
busy.
Aliens of the
Okay.
Deep in 2005, 2003 Ghost of the Abyss, and then 1997. Excuse me, I said 1999. 1997 was Titanic.
Hmm.
So you've got the last six movies that were actually movies span from 1997 to 2025. Like, dog, what are we doing here? Stay true to who you are. Like, keep on cranking out movies. Like, I understand Avatar takes 14 million years to make, but for fuck's sake, if we're going to be considered one of the greatest, which, you know what? Probably is. At least Steven Spielberg's getting into the batter's
Yeah.
box and cranking it out at least a couple times a year, or
I do love that.
once every couple of years.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying. I'm like,
he's
he
like,
makes a shit ton of movies.
Yeah, and they're all
that's what, yeah.
they're all good, all at least good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So
speaking of
anyway, like I
that,
said, I'm
who?
not
Oh, go ahead.
okay. Sorry, I was just going to go on another tangent, but
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
you're
no,
probably
you're
right.
good. We'll just keep it with our top five is top five Steven Spielberg movies. Jesse,
Yep, yep.
I just kind of want to hear your list, so you go first.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was gonna say I have
you might as well
not.
just go off, come out the gate swinging.
Dude, it's just
I
you
feel
guys
like
are gonna be pissed.
we have to be aligned on this. There's no way that you're choosing stuff that's like, well, they're like, I chose the post.
But
I
I'm
thought
like,
he
I
was.
don't believe you.
Tell me, is
And I
is War
chose
Horse in the top
What's that
five?
story? Oh.
no, War Horse. I've not seen that movie because
Oh.
I think you know what scene I'm talking about, and I'm pretty sure it's from that movie where the horse is in the mud. Is that from that movie? Yeah, I'm not watching that
Is
movie
it?
where
I
a
thought
horse
that
dies. I'm sorry.
was I thought no, that's that's
Is that not
never
it?
ending story. I thought.
Oh yeah, I think that. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
definitely a scene tone.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Anyways,
I don't
I
know.
might throw you guys for a little bit of a loop though. Okay,
Oh,
just
okay.
okay. Yep. Just get ready, and
Yeah.
please, for the love of God, these honorable mentions, just take her easy, okay? So honorable mentions. We're gonna do War of the Worlds.
Hmm.
I love that movie with Tom Cruise, dude.
Yeah.
No, the best scene, and because I've been in this situation before.
You've been in a
He's trying
situation
to
where
be
aliens invaded.
Not that one, not that one,
Okay,
not
I
that
was
one.
like,
But
wow,
you're
that's a
gonna know what
crazy
scene
one.
I'm talking about. So
Okay.
Tom Cruise, he's in the house. He's trying to, make his daughter and his son look calm, like, hey, everything's gonna be okay, blah blah blah. And like they're like, I don't want to eat. I don't want this. I don't want this. So he puts peanut butter on the thing and just whips it at the fucking window because he finally just snaps. I've been in
Oh
that
yeah.
situation before. Now, have I thrown
Are you
peanut
okay?
butter sandwich at the window? I am okay. It's a little bit of a therapy podcast right now, but I have been in a situation where I threw a McDonald's snack wrap out a window because I got so pissed. I'm
that's
just
that's
saying.
recent. That's either really recent or a while ago. There's no in between because they
We'll
just
just
brought those back.
we'll just put it. We'll just put it. It was before I moved to Tennessee.
2022 was
Okay,
the
So
so
hard
a
year.
while, that was a while
Oh,
ago. A while ago.
okay.
yeah, so probably less than 10 years ago. But yeah, it was. I just was like, hey, I'm trying to be calm. Trying to be calm. I had a couple of drinks in me. Grabbed it out of the bag and just fucking whipped that fucker at the window. And that felt so good, dude. That noise when it hits the window and just sticks. That peanut butter sandwich, dude. I fucking felt that. So that scene by itself is
Uh,
just iconic to me. So
Oh yeah.
my
okay.
other honorable mention,
Okay.
This don't fucking lose it because I think you guys are gonna lose it. E.T.
You're
E.T.
scaring.
Okay.
Honorable mention.
Okay, no, I
Honorable
can.
mention.
There's a lot of good movies. There's a lot of good movies. I get it.
He
I
freaked
get
me the
it.
fuck out as a kid. That's why.
You mean
I've watched that movie numerous
extraterrestrial?
times.
The extraterrestrial?
Yeah,
If
the
you think
little
about it,
alien
it's
dude.
called ET, which stands for extraterrestrial, and they call it ET, the extraterrestrial. So it's saying extraterrestrial, the extraterrestrial. If you
Yeah.
really think about it.
Well, I mean,
I
his
don't
name
know.
is E.T.
But yeah,
The
that he
extraterrestrial.
freaked
Because it
me.
stands for
He freaked me the
extraterrestrial.
fuck out. All I
That's
know
fair.
is that he freaked me the fuck out as a kid, but it was still a good movie. You know, the bike scene, riding the bike. Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah.
That's the logo for his production company, right?
Yep.
The
Amblin.
In the moon.
yeah,
Yeah, which
yeah,
dude,
yep.
I'm gonna be so honest. I have to I'm so sorry I would interject with this stupid little tangent. In fucking Disclosure Day, when it was showing the alien, you guys ever see Men in Black 2 or Men in
Mhm.
Black?
Oh yeah.
I thought it was gonna
yeah.
open and it was gonna be like Orion's belt. It was just like a little alien guy. I was like, that would have been awesome. That would have been sick. I was like
This
giggling. I'm like,
gibberish.
oh, I can't wait. I hope they do it. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
awesome. All right, go
God.
back to it. Sorry. That just reminded me.
All right, so number 5. I love this movie as a kid, and there's some people that fucking hate this movie, but the casting, incredible.
Okay.
Hook.
Oh,
I love Hook.
Wow.
that's a good.
Yeah,
That's a good movie.
That's a good
dude.
I
movie.
like- That's like
Fucking
my
love that
honorable mention.
movie.
I really like Hook.
Yeah, that's an honorable
Dude,
mention
I
for
love
me as
that
well.
that casting is just incredible. I love, the vibes and not the typical Peter Pan type take on that whole story. Just, he forgets, has to come back, save his kid, blah blah blah. We all seen it. If you haven't, please do. Number 4, classical. All they needed was 2 notes on a piano and you got a villain. I think I took that from The Holiday, but nonetheless, or whatever the hell it's called
Oh, well.
from the Christmas movie with Jack Black when he says it, but Jaws, number 4.
Yeah.
Absolutely iconic. We're gonna need a bigger boat, or whatever the fuck he says. So that it just is nuts how it literally was, 3 main characters out in the water and a shark, and it's one of the best movies of all time. Maybe not one of the best, but it's top 50, top 100.
I,
maybe.
would,
It's
I
up
don't
there.
know. I think it's up there. That's like up there with
Okay.
always being one of my favorites ever. So
Mhm.
I'm always just trying to be safe because God
No, you're
forbid
good.
I say something and then we just get reamed in the booty hole.
hey, guess what? Fucking come at me, you motherfuckers.
Exactly. Now, number 3, I'm just gonna put all of them in, not all of them, just the
Okay,
first
so
3.
I already know what you're choosing.
Trash.
Indiana Jones.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait,
Yeah,
what
I
did you
love those
say,
movies.
Jaws?
No, I said Jurassic. I thought he was going to go
Oh.
the first 3. Never mind.
No, yeah, the first 3 for Indiana Jones, phenomenal. I like them.
They're great movies.
What are there? What is there? 5 of them now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 of them?
5.
Whatever it is. Like the last one, I'm like, you
Let's
lost.
see how Young Indy, the
4 one, it was
TV
kind
show.
of getting there.
Hmm.
What? They're coming out with a TV show?
There was a
They
TV
did.
show. It's called Young Indy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Fuck it. I don't even
Long
know what the
time
fuck that
ago.
is. And
But
supposedly
the
there's a
fourth
video
one-
game. I haven't played it yet.
I have it downloaded. I want to play it.
Yeah. See, exactly. You were gonna say something about the 4th one? Booty cheeks.
The fourth
Cheeks?
one sucks. Yeah, I hate
Yeah.
that movie.
It's very bad.
So
That movie is rough. And the 5th one,
and
also pretty rough.
Wolf Daddy.
Number 2, same thing with Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park. I think the first one's just iconic. For being made in what, 95, 4, 6, whatever the fuck it was. Like
I'm on
seeing
it.
those animals, and it still
93.
holds up.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
see, it
does.
still holds up too. Like those, whatever you want to call it, animatronic CGI, doesn't matter. It just was like, holy shit, this is incredible. I absolutely love this.
Yeah.
The second one, third one, it's there. It's there. It's solid. I'll just put it at that.
I can leave them without.
Okay. See, there you go.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Don't like 'em.
number
And the
one.
second one's directed by Spielberg, funnily enough. And it's in San Diego.
Set in San
Fun
Diego.
fact for you.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen that movie.
The ending
for a
of the
long
movie
time. I
is
had
in San
no
Diego.
idea.
It's the T-Rex is going through San Diego.
What's the one where they're over the cliff? Is that the third one where Jeff Goldblum is over the cliff with his daughter? Or am I just making shit up now?
That's the second one.
Okay, that I haven't seen that in a hot second then.
And
'cause
the
that's
third
all I
one
remember from that
brings
movie.
back Sam Neill and he
Yep.
pictures William H. Macy as a talking dinosaur in like a
This is
dream
true.
sequence, and it's really funny.
Yep.
Alan.
What's your number
Dude,
one?
Jesus.
I know.
Oh, sorry. Number
Really
one,
threw him for a loop.
Saving Private Ryan.
I saw
Saving
that
Private
one.
Ryan. That's the
Oh
one. I
yeah.
literally there's a story with this. My grandpa served in the Korean War, lost I think three brothers in the war or two brothers, whatever it was. So that kind of hit home with them.
Mhm.
My dad was like, "You got to see this movie." Got it on VHS or rented it from Blockbuster, and they had a TV in their basement. So he goes over to my grandparents' house. Dude, opening sequence of that movie is
Nice.
incredible. Obviously not good,
Great.
not good incredible because bad shit's happening, but just the way they shot it, it's insane.
Yeah.
Literally, my grandma goes down 10 minutes after he went downstairs to watch it. My grandma comes up to my dad and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "What?" And he's like, "He's crying down there. He's in the basement crying." Like, why'd you make him watch that movie? And dude, like, it was nuts. Like, I can't imagine
Rip.
if Steven's like, obviously, that's probably not the only war veteran from that era that
Mhm.
watched that movie. So I can imagine if you're able to move a stoic old man to tears, like, that's when you know you're doing a fucking good job. And
Yes.
that's bullshit that fucking movie lost out for the best movie of that year. Wasn't it like
What did it lose
Shakespeare in
to?
Love beat him out? Shakespeare in Love, I think. I
Oh,
swear to God, I have to look that up. That's some
that's
bullshit.
wild.
It's almost it was like
Yes,
it was the
that's
same with Jaws, I think, right? Jaws was like one of the best picture categories of all time the year in 93.
oh my God, dude. It was, let's see here.
Uh,
You got, yeah. All right. So that's my list, folks. Love it, hate it.
it
No
was
worries.
With it.
Shakespeare in Love. Damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
All right, I'll make my
So,
list pretty
Andrew, take it away.
Yeah, I'll make my list
Yeah.
pretty quick because we're gonna have a lot of overlap. I put honorable
Yeah,
mention. I put Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I love the movie. But yeah, I
good
just
movie.
yeah, it rocks. But
Yeah.
number five, didn't make Jesse's list, but I put Catch Me If You Can. Can't it's a fun
Oh
movie. I
yeah,
like it.
that
It's a
is a fun
super
movie.
fun movie. You have a good time. You got Tom Hanks. You got Leo. Like it's just cool,
Hmm.
and it's based on you go based on a true story, and yeah, I like it a lot. Four,
Yeah,
I went Saving Private Ryan. Yeah, you can't leave it off this list. Like it's just one of the best war movies ever made, I would say.
yeah,
Three, I just went Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean,
it's a great one.
Indiana Jones has to make it. The Raiders is obviously the best. It's not my favorite
Yep.
though. My favorite definitely is Last Crusade. I just like
Same.
I like the interaction between him and his dad. You get a brief glimpse of what he was like when he was younger. I just like Raiders a lot, or sorry,
Yep.
Last Crusade a lot.
Hmm.
Two, one and two, they're interchangeable. But
Hmm.
I went Jaws two, just one of the best movies ever made. Well, I mean, you
You
don't
say
even show.
Jaws 2, like the
No,
sequel?
no, number two.
Oh, I thought you were
Number
almost
two, I
like,
went
yo, you said
Jaws. No,
what?
number two,
Okay,
I went
I was
Jaws.
like, what?
Wow. No,
I
no,
was
no.
like,
Yeah,
you didn't even direct
that'd
that
be
movie.
crazy.
It's like, you're an insane person.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, man, thank God.
But that movie is all
Ooh.
build up. Yeah, it rocks. And then one,
Okay.
I just because of childhood and the kind of IP it's also created afterwards, even though that IP is kind of bad. The new Jurassic Park movies are bad. I went Jurassic Park one.
Yeah. Okay. Still good. You know what? Yeah. All right. My honorable mentions, I have quite a bit. I have a bit. I'm just gonna rattle them off. Whatever. AI.
Mm.
Really, I like that
Haley
Steven
Joel.
Spielberg movie a lot. Yeah, really
I don't
liked
even know what you're
it.
talking
Jude
about. I
Law,
haven't even heard of it. Okay.
really watch it. William
Sorry.
Hurt, really good. Other honorable mention, The Adventures of Tintin. You
Oh,
ever seen
great,
that movie?
great movie.
That movie rules, dude. Written by Edgar Wright,
Oh,
and I believe who else is? Oh, and Peter Jackson's like a producer on it too.
oh, that rocks.
So I'm like, they have a
Shit.
pretty good list of like one of the greatest directors, essentially just working on animated movie, and it kicks ass. So
Yeah, and the
big fan
animated
of
movie,
that
it's
one.
like, that's wild. We're just going to get the Avengers together in this animated movie.
True.
It's just like,
Yeah, I
holy
know.
shit. All right.
Other one, Minority Report. I think
Great.
that movie fucking rules. I
Great
like
movie.
that sci-fi aspect of it all. Oh man, this is where it gets rough. You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it. But
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna put Saving Private Ryan as an honorable mention.
That's fine.
I think it's a great
No!
movie. It's one of the best. It's one of the best. It's one of the best movies ever
Nazi.
made. It really
Nazi.
is.
Nazi. You're a Nazi.
No,
You
that's
know
not
we
true,
won
'cause
that?
when you hear
We
what
won
my
that
other
war.
movie is, then you'll understand why I chose the other one more than Saving Private Ryan. Then you'll understand.
So you're a dinosaur.
And you'll understand. Yes. Oh, and E.T. E.T.'s an honorable mention for sure.
There we go.
That's just a fun kid. I love that movie as a kid. It's like, I don't know, the magic of all that.
Mhm.
Okay, number 5 is Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Really like that sci-fi movie. The music rips in that. John Williams is at his best in that movie. Really, really good. Solid entry for that sci-fi world. I dug it. I really wish Disclosure Day would have been a spiritual sequel to that, but whatever. I digress. Number 4 is I'm gonna go. This is why I chose. That's why I put Saving Private Ryan in honorable. 4 is Schindler's List.
Oh, yeah.
I think Schindler's List is
Can I say
a great movie?
good.
Can I say something
It is a
controversial?
great movie. Oh my God.
No, I'm just kidding. I've never
Don't be
seen it.
racist.
I was like, you're just like,
I've just
I
never
don't
seen
think
it.
it really happened.
I've just never seen it.
Yeah.
You've never seen it?
Dude,
No,
I
that's
did a
on
movie
me.
report
That's on
that.
me.
You
I
gotta.
did a report on that movie. I watched it about 15 times. I'm not even kidding you. Like in a span of a week and a half.
Wow.
Jesus,
Yeah,
that
it
sounds
was
like a
like
depressing
there
week
were some
and a
nights where
half.
I'd watch it back to back. Yeah, it was not fun.
Yeah,
But continue,
that's Liam Neeson. That's
Yeah.
like young Liam Neeson and young Ray Fiennes, dude. That's at their best. Like that movie is so good. That movie emotionally wrecks me. I love the use of just like no color at all, and then the girl in the red dress. It's like very so well done. Love
Damn
Schindler's
it.
List. So
All right,
that's
that's
why
not
that's my
good
number.
for
That's
me.
why I had to take out Saving Private Ryan.
It's
for
fair.
Schindler's List. I thought they're both great, both set around the war. It's sort of, but yeah, incredible movie. Number 3 is like I want to do like I would say like all 3 of the Indiana Jones movies. I didn't see those movies until I think the pandemic.
Wow.
That's when I watched them for the first
Oh,
time because I
really?
never
Wow,
saw them as a
okay.
kid. I was like, oh, okay, I'll give it a shot. Movies are incredible. Oh God, the theme song kicks ass. I like Temple of Doom. I think it's the darkest one, and I was like, well, that's kind of a different take. I really like that, and ripping the heart out, I was like, this is insane.
Oh
And I'm
God,
into
yeah.
it. But favorite out of the 3 is Last Crusade. I really like Last Crusade a lot. I love the Holy Grail. I was like, whoa. I'm like, they found who was in the cave? I can't remember
The
off the top of
Knight
my head
Templar
right now.
The Templar Knight.
Yes. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit, magic is real. Even though everything else was real in the last 2 movies. But I'm like, wow, it's such crazy things you find, Indy. Number 2, I'm going to go Jurassic Park. The first one. It's iconic. It, again, as you said, like the visual effects for that movie still hold up to this day, which is insane because it came out in 93.
Yeah.
Again,
Which is
best score, and it spanned a whole franchise that is pretty not great. But that first one is incredible, and I love it. It's one I always rewatch probably the most out of all the movies that are on this list. E.T. I did a lot, but I just know distinctly there's better movies that Steven Spielberg has done, and that's what leads me to number 1, which is one of the best movies of all time, Jaws. Love Jaws.
There we
Jaws is
go.
so simple. They're just a group of guys just trying to stop this shark that's just running amok in their fucking little beach town.
Trying to have a
Like,
good
we're gonna
summer.
go kill this bastard. Exactly.
Yeah.
They're just trying to have a white boy summer, dude.
White boy
And they can't. So, dude, the best scene is when he's throwing chum in the ocean. You just see him and you're like,
Oh, and then look.
and it's just a quick. I'm just like, that is such a good scene.
So
Such a
good.
good scene. Music is used so well. It's so simple, but so effective.
Facts.
And that's why
yeah.
I think it's one of the best movies ever.
And that's when you know you're a good director if you can do that and it's simple.
Yeah.
But you're still just like, holy shit, this is getting into the audience's attention and shit
Yeah,
like that.
because he went
So-
from that to just all these spectacle movies of Jurassic Park, Close Encounters. I mean, Close Encounters was like Alien, like, and this one was just so like just going after a shark. I'm like, man, his career is really just gone up. He could either
Unreal.
do simple movies, a musical like West Side Story, which again I didn't love, but I'm like, he can quite literally do any genre ever, and it's crazy.
And he literally could come on any podcast. So
He could come on any podcast.
if
That is
he
true.
Wants to come on this one.
Yeah,
Just
we're
saying.
only harsh because again, what I say, I know not every movie's for everyone, and you got to have some criticisms to make you a better person, and you learn and all this stuff. And it's like a coach, like I said, I know it could have been this, but hey, that's what he wrote. That's what they did. That's fine. For me, didn't work, but that's okay.
That's okay. Hey, you know what though? It sucks because folks, like I said, anyone out there wants to sponsor us, please do, because now we do have to get ready for work.
Yep.
We're doing this
True.
in our off time. We're trying to entertain you guys
True.
in the off time. I know
And I'm
Tony
gonna
has
throw
to
a
get back.
movie
He's
at
on a lunch break. Oh,
You two, you guys need to watch the movie Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie.
All right, I'll get on it.
That is
Okay.
one of, I'm not kidding, that's probably one of the funniest movies I've seen in a long time.
Hell yeah.
and you know what else
So
you guys need
good.
to watch? And then we can wrap this up. You guys need to watch this, and we might get into it later next week. Off
Okay.
campus, dog. I'm here for it. Off campus, off campus, off
Oh,
campus.
okay.
I don't, what the hell is
The
that?
TV show.
Yeah.
Is that the hockey one?
The hockey one.
Shut up, you bitch.
Hey, I watch Heated Rivalry, dog. I understand. I get it.
Then go to off campus. I'm telling you, watch it. Hey, we'll get into that later though, because I
Yeah.
know you guys got to get back to work. So, folks, make
Appreciate
sure you follow us all over Instagram, all over TikTok. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like I said, we put out a lot of content. We do little recaps on everything like that. We're definitely trying to, branch out and do a little bit more different videos. So we'll see what we do with that. See what my mind does. See what Andrew's mind does. See if we can come up with some ideas. Tone, I know you come up with ideas too. So we'll see what
We'll do
happens,
some-
folks.
Yeah,
But
we'll experiment. It's the early stages of this channel. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
exactly. So let's keep it rolling. Keep subscribing, folks. Keep liking our stuff. We'll see you next time. Like I always say, make sure you go to the movie and make sure you enjoy yourself at the theater. We'll see you next time, folks. See ya.